Single parents struggling with the interest rate hikes. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because, well, I want to look at this article because it's discussing a single parent that's struggling with the interest rate hikes. And, well, since this article has been released, the rates have gone up 25 points. So it looks like what they were concerned with has manifested. But you have to remember, when the government came to the rescue, part of their way, this is the previous government, part of their way of stimulating the economy was giving single parents 2% deposit home loans. Okay, the government paid for the LMI, took on the risk of these 2% deposit home loans. I mean, that just seems insane, doesn't it? But luckily, they limited it to 10,000, so they're not as stupid as the Americans, at least not yet. At least not yet. So, a single dad describes mortgage stress as social lockdown. A single dad has compared mortgage stress to self-imposed social lockdown as households prepare for another interest rate hike. Now, this is interesting, that what he considers social lockdown. Let me know in the chat if it's just your normal life. Being a cheap bastard. Maybe it's just me. So, a single dad struggling with ballooning monthly repayments has likened mortgage stress to self-imposed social lockdown, as the Reserve Bank of Australia is poised for a 9th consecutive interest rate hike when it meets today. Well, it did, didn't it? Melbourne father Steve Whitington told Today his monthly repayments would increase from $2,100 in May to $3,600 if Tuesday's 25 basis point increase was implemented. Well, you got to shop around, mate. But then again, we've seen how this is going to happen. This is a massive rise for me, he told Karl Stefanovic. Takeaway coffees are no longer a discretionary item that I am going near. Never mind Uber Eats or restaurants outs. It's almost like social lockdown, financially self-imposed. Well, that's just life, isn't it? It's what you have to do to get ahead. But I guess for a single dad, he wants to maybe meet someone. So the whole dating thing, that costs money too. I haven't even thought about that. It shows you how long out of the game I am. Mr. Whitington called out the RBA to reconsider its approach as it attempts to bring down inflation, which rose to 7.8% in December. A 25 basis point hike will bring the official cash rate from 3.1 to 3.35, and we have it. However, some economists say the RBA could impose as much as half a percentage point rise. That didn't manifest. That was the CBA trying to, well, scare people, it looks like. 40-point hike. The lag is so great, surely someone will be telling the RBA that there is a new paradigm and continued increases are hurting too many people too greatly, he said. They don't care about you. They don't give a shit. They think with their one tool they can do, the interest rates, that they can control the whole emergent system of our economy. It's a lot of these costs are supply driven, the increases that we're seeing, but okay, sure. The AMP chief economist Craig Oliver said another 0.25% point rise would add another $80 to the monthly repayments for a typical $500,000 mortgage. That will take the total increase in monthly repayments since April to $980 a month, or nearly $12,000 a year. This will likely hit spending in the months ahead, he said. PropTrack Director of Economic Research Cameron Kusher said rates would be their highest since September 2012 if the RBA announces another hike. With borrowing costs continuing to rise and subsequent reduction in borrowing capacities, property price falls are likely to continue and accelerate in 2023, said Mr. Kusher, who anticipates another rise of 25 points at March's Reserve Bank meeting. Yes, well, the board has said more rates will come, more rises will come. So what's going to happen is all these people FOMO'd into the market, really low rates. They believed the Reserve Bank when they said no rate increases, or the media reporting the Reserve Bank till they said no rate increases until 2024. And they're going to get burned. Even if property crashes right back down, they'll all be trapped with negative equity. And by crashing back down, I mean going to pre-COVID levels. That'll be enough to burn a lot of these people. If you got in with a 2% deposit, you're screwed. You're screwed. You won't be able to move your money, your mortgage around. Therefore, we expect rates to remain on hold, with the potential for them to be reduced in late 23 or early 24. He said, well, no. Oh, thereafter. Okay. CanStar Blue finance expert Steve Mickenbacker warns there's still a lot of financial pressure to come, forecasting at least another 2 more rate increases. I just don't think anyone can really say there's no more bad news for borrowers, Mickenbacker told NCA Newswire. Living costs are going up irrespective. The CPI covers almost everything, and they're going up across the board. You pile that with mortgage rates, the Reserve Bank probably has at least another 2 increases of 2.5% or 25% before it decides to take its foot off the accelerator. So they're predicting rates will increase. Well, let's have a talk. Now, there was no mention in this article if this single father took advantage of the scheme to get into a house. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he invested or bought a house some time ago, and these rate increases are just getting to him, just hitting him hard, and he's having to cut back on, well, little things like takeaway coffee and Uber Eats, which are luxuries. They are luxuries. We, frankly, in Australia, we've had it so good for so long, people tend to think of luxuries as necessities. They don't realize how much they can do without. And some of them are going to learn. They're going to learn the hard way. I mean, what do people expect? We've got a government that juiced the hell up out of the housing market. You've got the RBA that cashed the rate to nothing to save us, and now we're reaping the consequences. There are going to be a lot of people that'll be fine. Okay? There'll be a lot of people that'll be fine. This won't impact them. It's going to be the people that came in recently. They're the ones that are really going to cop it. Hopefully, with unemployment still low, they may find a way through this mess. But it just means the next few years are going to be a bit tougher. Tell me your thoughts and opinions on this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Check out my other channels, HeiseBim and Heise Does. And if you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can help out. Financially on YouTube or Patreon, using our referral links, buying our pocket squares, or calling us if you need an architect. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next episode of HeiseSays. Bye for now.